Dear viewers, welcome to yet another episode of Your Life, Your Money. These are the days of do-it-yourself investors. A lot of youngsters, when they start earning, try to do their investments on their own without the help of any external financial planner's assistance. In the process, due to their inexperience, they tend to do a lot of mistakes. In this episode, I am going to bring to you 11 commonly done mistakes by do-it-yourself investors. If you can work on them and correct yourself, you can end up as probably one of the seasoned investors. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, your financial guide for a happy living.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
Dear viewers, let's look at the commonly made mistakes by the do-it-yourself investors. Mistake number 1. You calculate the visible costs and conveniently forget the invisible cost. For example, you can go to mutual fund direct scheme instead of a regular scheme which is given through a financial planner. What do you save? You save that 0.5%, 0.6%, 0.7%, the cost difference, which is the fee that gets paid to the financial planner. This can be easily calculated. And the fintech companies will highlight this point and tell there is a merit in going direct and you save so much of the cost. There is nothing wrong in it. That's correct. But what you forget is the invisible costs that come with it. The invisible cost that will come along with it is you pick up the wrong scheme or you do not get your asset allocation right, you churn your portfolios because of inexperience. The cost that comes with it cannot be fathomed. The cost of a mistake many times is far higher than the cost that you save with it. This is the direct impact on your portfolios. There are other costs with it. For example, when you have to do things on your own, you are stressed out. You do not have an external force you to get certain things at a certain point of time. You may postpone it. You may not do certain things what needs to be done, as well as you could be getting stressed out because you need extra time. Your life has same 24 hours like anybody else. You have to focus on your career. You have to focus on your family. You need rest. You need entertainment. The investments can become a fourth dimension in your life, taking out the time, and it can stress you. And all these things will have cost. So when you calculate the cost that you save, you also calculate the invisible cost that come along with that. You may ask me, how do I know this? Very simple. Day in and day out, countless people keep coming to us. Many of them are do-it-yourself investors. I get a chance to evaluate their portfolios. They ask for help. And when I look through, all these mistakes look quite glaring. And if they can correct it, they can end up as good investors. Now let us look at the second mistake the do-it-yourself investors do. They get carried away by the past return. How does somebody choose a particular fund or an instrument or a stock? Simple. They check on the Google, they check on the rating agencies, and they get carried away by what has happened in the past. Remember, investment is a great game of judgment. Your selections and your investment should be futuristic in nature. You can't drive by looking at the rear view mirror at all. You cannot invest only by looking at the rear view mirror. Your primary place where you have to look is the front glass, not the rear view mirror. Rear view mirror helps you, but occasionally, most of the time, you should be looking at what happens in the future, and that calls for judgment. So if you are impressed with something which has given you a great return in the past, betting on the same thing again probably may not work in your favor. Mistake number 3. Do-it-yourself will bet on the fashion of the day. If they see a particular stock going up, if they see a particular fund is going up, if they see a particular asset class is going up, they will bet all their money on the fashion of the day. One cardinal principle of investment is, remember this, if anything is in fashion, that will not make you money. If it is in fashion, it means its time is over. Everybody is already onboarded. Everybody has discovered that opportunity. That is why in the rear view mirror, you see these returns and it becomes the fashion of the day. Going forward, the fashion would change, the cycle would change. And if you bet all the money on this particular thing, chances are that you will end up as a loser. So if you are betting on something of the fashion of the day, You should always remember the key to making money is identifying those great bets which are out of fashion, invest into it, give it the time that it deserves, then you can rake in lots of money by investing in a contrarian way. Mistake number 4. Do-it-yourself investors churn the portfolio too often. Their turnover ratio could be very, very high in their portfolio. Why do they do it? Inexperience. They think, okay, I invested in this particular fund and in the last 1 month it is not showing any good trend. Rather, it is slowly going down. I will exit this fund. I will move to some other fund. The same thing with the stocks or any other investment. See, remember, your investments will not have only a northbound journey. Investments will move in a wave-like pattern. They go up, they come down, they start their northward journey, again fall down, then they'll again move up. Every time you start reacting to these wave-like patterns that you see in a stock or a fund, you will not make money. You will go in and out of these asset classes. You end up either booking the losses or you end up paying the taxes. Your investment returns will not be the same as what you wanted it to be. So do not churn your portfolio. The right thing for you to do is sell it right, sit tight. That is the winning mantra. Mistake number 5. Do-it-yourself investors are highly indisciplined and lack patience. They have studied something new. They are trying to experiment it. They put money into it and they want to see it grow on a daily basis. So you invest today and you find out where is that stock? Where is your mutual fund NAV? How much money did you make? My dear friends, please remember, investment is a great game of judgment, patience and time. It takes time for your investments to bear fruits. It is not something that you invest today and you see good returns happening in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, not even 1 year, 2 years. If you have to really make money, you should be prepared to stay for more than 10 years. Anything can happen from now till the next 10 years. That's something that you have to write on the mirror where you see your face. If you are not prepared to give at least 10 years for this investment to work for you, then it will not work in your favor. Put that energy in selection, put their energy in getting the judgment. Ask anyone or get your own judgment, then give it the time that it deserves. If you become impatient, you walk in and walk out of this, then you will never make money from your investments. Mistake number 6, a very, very important mistake that do-it-yourself investors do is they don't get their process right. See, they focus on return and forget the process. Return is always a byproduct of a great process. A process is writing down everything or following a meticulous process. The process is like, why do I do this investment? How much time do I have? What is my tolerance limit? How do I invest into it? Have I checked what can go wrong? Have I checked if the worst situation were to arise, what will be my situation? Can I ensure that there is a cash flow? Can I ensure that a discipline is maintained? So there are multiple things that has to be put into the process. In fact, there are many videos I have done for the do-it-yourself investors. Recently, we have done a video on a step-by-step guide to build your portfolios. And please watch these videos to get a guidance on how you have to set up the process. If you do not get your process right, again, make no mistake, you will not make money from your investment. Get the process right, the return will follow you like a slave. So focus should be on process. Get it right. Automatically everything works in your favor. Mistake number 7. Do-it-yourself investors believe that trading can create wealth. Trading just cannot create wealth. The quicker you understand this, you will do things in a different way. The trading can create a profit or a loss. It cannot create wealth. Wealth creation happens when your invested money starts giving you returns year after year without you doing anything. Let's say somebody has an ice cream parlor and he has built that brand over a period of time. You see people coming to that shop, buying ice cream. Year after year, the volumes rise, more people come in. That's an investment. That is something that you look into it. A trading is actually an activity. You are putting your efforts into buy and sell. Remember, trading is a zero-sum game. What does it mean? When you make money out of trade, there is somebody else who is losing money on the other side. Or if somebody has lost money on the other side, you could be making money on this side. So it is always somebody else's loss is your win or the reverse is true. It's not possible always to get right at every point of time. SEBI has recently released the data. Over 90% of the people who trade lose their money. You can't win all the time. You have not seen a single trader who has gone to become a billionaire just by trading his way into it. So do not believe that the trading can create wealth for you. It will not. There are people who run the courses. There are people who ask you to do this. It is only making them prosperous and it's not you. Quicker you earn, that the trading will not create wealth. You do things in a much better way. Mistake number 8. Do-it-yourself investors do not have a coach. You could be a do-it-yourself investor, but you must have a coach. You must have a coach who is experienced. You must have a coach who can guide you. You can't be doing everything right by just reading, watching on the television, or seeing reports. You can't become a good investor. You definitely require a coach. Even Warren Buffett was advised by Charlie Munger. Sachin Tendulkar plays with his coach. Vishwanathan Anand plays with his coach. RBI governor got advisors. So this is a industry which is advisor driven. If you do not have advisors, what can happen is you think what you have done is right. It could end up as the right thing or it could be a wrong thing that you'll be doing. You will not know. Only when you hit the result, that is the time you know what you did is right or wrong. And by that time, you would have lost money or you have lost time. Both are a possibility. Coach has its value. It's a good thing to have a personal coach when you do your investments. Mistake number 9. Do-it-yourself investors get hooked on to dogmas. Dogmas are established opinion. They are not challenged. Somebody has put on you. More people are telling like that. That is why you also believe that should be the truth. The right thing for a do-it-yourself investor is always to challenge the view and try to find the truth. Is there something which is contrary to that? Remember, in a stock market, at the same time, there are sellers and there are buyers. Both sellers and buyers believe that they are doing the right thing. Buyers believe that the market is going to go up. The sellers believe markets will correct. So both viewpoints simultaneously exist. There are so many dogmas in the marketplace. For example, people say, do not club insurance and investment. I have debunked this theory. I have done a detailed videos on do not club insurance and investment is an half truth. I have done a detailed video on this particular subject by researching into 50 long years of insurance industry. If you are interested, this video is available on my channel. You can watch the video and you can derive an opinion yourself. So when you are confronted with that kind of a dogma, the right thing for you to do is always challenge it and try to find the truth yourself. You don't have to believe that everything that is being told to you on the television or somewhere else can be the truth in that. Mistake number 10. Do-it-yourself investors believe everything that they read on internet, everything that they hear on television channel is a gospel truth. It's not the truth. It hides a lot of truth and it is a camouflage in a lot of circumstances. Always develop a mind of challenging. Why people say this? Can it be something different from that? I'll give you 2 life examples. For most part of the human existence, people thought that earth was flat. Everybody believed it. Everybody was telling that the earth is flat. Did it make earth flat because everybody believed it? No, earth was still round. Till some individual took courage, started speaking about this, then started paying a price for telling that the earth was round. Then slowly but steadily, one after the other persons discovered that earth was round and it is not flat. I'll give you one another example. Till recently, about 100 odd years before, everybody thought smallpox was because of curse of gods. They used to go and give the offerings to the god, thinking that this disease was caused because of the curse of the gods. Till one scientist discovered that it is because of a virus and he could invent a vaccination for this, and that's how the smallpox was conquered. So just because everybody tells it or just because every YouTuber repeats the same thing, it need not be the truth. See, the world is very dynamic. Knowledge is dynamic in nature. Always people will reinvent things. Always people will find out the new ways of doing things. Don't get hooked on to anything which is said repeatedly by different people. Develop a challenging mind and see what you see from your perception. And if you think something is right because of your perception, that is what you follow. Remember at the back of your mind, everything that is spoken, read through internet, through newspaper and television channels is not the absolute truth. Mistake number 11. Excel sheet modeling. Do-it-yourself investors are good with the Excel sheet. These are youngsters. So they put everything on Excel. They make predictions. They say, I will save so much. They make predictions that my investments will grow at 15%, 20%. They calculate and they say, I will retire in 15 years. All kinds of Excel sheet modeling they will do. Remember, or it's better, quicker you understand this, Excel sheets will not work in your investment. You are at liberty to do the Excel sheet modeling. Sooner or later, you will realize that the Excel sheets will not work in investment or Excel sheets will not work in financial planning. It's just not that in this particular place they do not work. There are places where Excel sheets will not work. For example, Excel sheets will not work in your life. Excel sheets will not work in your career. Excel sheets will also not work in your investment. When it comes to question of accounts, finance, where things are very predictable, where you can measure, where it will behave in a particular way for longer periods of time, then you can do an Excel sheet modeling. In investment, nothing works with a prediction. It's always a great game of judgment. You put on an Excel sheet, see what happens after 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. You will soon discard that Excel sheet. It will just not work. You can keep a track record of it, but don't think that your net worth will be so much after 5 years or you will retire after 15 years because you have done a good investment. No, it will fall flat on this. Understand Excel sheets have got limitations and whatever the modeling you do when it comes to question of investment just will not serve your purpose. On my channel, there are a lot of videos that I have done to help you with the investment in a very simple way, which can appeal to your common sense. If you can watch these videos, you can do investments far better than following the Excel sheet model. By the way, for those of you do-it-yourself investors, you could not get it right. You feel it's not your cup of tea. You want an external assistance. You want to do it under the professional guidance. You can make best use of services provided by NRI Money Clinic. How can you reach out to us? Very simple. Our WhatsApp numbers are given in the description box below. I have also given a link over there. Click on the link, send us an exploratory message. Our team of experts are ever ready to help you with that experience that we have derived over 3 decades in this particular field. Why delay? Send that message to us now. Dear viewers, hope the video that I have done today helped you to understand why investments is a minefield and how people make mistakes without their knowledge. If it drawn your attention to these possible mistakes that could be happening in your portfolios, please do give me a thumbs up. If you have still not subscribed to this channel, my request to you is press that subscribe button right now and press the bell icon. Do not forget to share these videos with your near and dear ones, friends and relatives, and on all the WhatsApp groups on which you are connected with. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I shall be back with you with yet another thought on your life, your money next Friday. Till then, stay safe. Jai Hind.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.